thank you for giving me this opportunity, or giving this opportunity to the public to give input into the state's 6-year improvement plan. Transportation is a serious business in Northern Virginia. We appreciate the time that you're giving to this important task for our community. It's been interesting to listen to the comments, because what I'm here to talk about is not what's in the plan, but what isn't. I know many of you are new to the Commonwealth Transportation Board, and I'm new to this process as well, having just been elected about 1.5 years ago. But keep in mind what I'm aimed at is partly directed at your predecessors, but also I hope moving forward that the Commonwealth Transportation Board can do more for my part of the county. I live in the best part of Fairfax County, and that's in Mount Vernon. We're the oldest part of the county. We're actually tucked up against the original transportation artery in Fairfax County. That's the Potomac River. We're also blocked out from the rest of the county by Huntley Meadows Park, which is the largest park in Fairfax County, and Fort Belvoir, which is the largest employer in the county. US 1 is the one lifeline that people in my part of the county have to the outside world, because we don't have boats anymore. US 1 is the key to economic development in my part of Fairfax County, and it's in desperate need of improvement. My constituents have to travel miles for good jobs, for good retail opportunities, and our restaurant choices are limited. Our traffic on Route 1 is horrific. It's become especially that way in about the last 10 years. Our supervisors, one of which is here tonight, work hard to bring economic development, to bring change to our part of the county, but it's not easy asking someone to invest millions of dollars next to a highway where traffic pretty much doesn't move during rush hour. It's not an easy sell. The Route 1 corridor in my district is the longest commercial corridor in Fairfax County. It's 7 miles long. There's not another commercial corridor in the county that is as long as Route 1 where I am. It is at the gateway to our state. The section of Route 1 where I'm from, it stands between 2 exits on the largest highway on the East Coast, and it has a metro station standing right between. Yet, we do not have 1 single square foot of Class A office space on our corridor. Yet, just across the creek in the Eisenhower Valley, office buildings rent out for $5 a square foot, more than Tyson's Corner. What we do have on Route 1 is 2 Walmarts, 5 trailer parks, pawn shops, car title lenders, check cashers, palm readers, and 14 7-Elevens over a 7-mile stretch. Okay? We're the only place in Fairfax County where it takes 5 years to attract a developer to a 12-acre parcel. Okay? And that's because of our infrastructure problem. My constituents are only 10 miles from the nation's capital. We're right next to our largest employer, Fort Belvoir, and we desperately need attention. Now, Chairman Bova pointed out that Congressman Moran achieved some progress by getting a $150 million investment into Route 1. However, it's just below the part that needs it. That widening will only come up to about the Woodlawn Plantation, but not an inch further. I've lived in Mount Vernon my entire life, soon to be 40 years here in August. To my knowledge, not a single road has been widened in my delegate seat in my lifetime. Now, I went on the website for the proposed 6-year improvement plan to search for projects in my district. I could not find a single project in the database in 22306, 22307, 22308, or 22309. As far as I can tell, there's not a single project in my community that's up for improvement. As a side note, I was just out here thinking, my new delegate seat that I just found out about last week, there is one project, which is the Telegraph Road widening, and I do encourage you to do that. That will be very important for some of my newest constituents in Hayfield. And I know that project's been on and off the books for many years, and I do encourage you to fund that. That is also a critical project. Most of the projects that are in the plan are in the northern and western parts of the county, where the demographics and the economics are very different from the people in my part of the county. Now, people in my part of the county have been waiting too long for help, and it's my constituents' hope that the state will start to invest more of its attention, more of its capital into my part of the county, to the Mount Vernon part of Fairfax County, and not the more economically improved, the newer parts, the parts where things are doing better. Now, I will say, the McDonald administration, Chairman, Secretary Connaughton, and Director Drake have been extremely helpful in helping us obtain the Route 1 transit study, which I understand, I believe is funded, and I hope continues to be funded, because that is the very first step in bringing improvement to Route 1. It's absolutely critical. Now, not tomorrow, not 3 years, not 6 years from now, however, we need to start budgeting for the deliverables that will be the consequences of that study. Number one, we need to budget in the 6-year or the 12-year plan somewhere the completion of the Route 1 centerline study between Alexandria and Fort Belvoir. This study was done, it was completed last year, but we could not do the part in my district because we didn't have the transit study. That needs to be budgeted now, so that as soon as the transit study is done, we can do that centerline study. Secondly, we need to start budgeting for the engineering for the widening of Route 1 and the construction of those transit facilities. Number three, we need to budget to purchase the right-of-way necessary to accomplish this project. And fourthly, we need to budget to construct a widened Route 1, including transit, whether that be bus rapid transit, light rail, or metro as called for by the plan. We need to start budgeting now. Just the widening alone is a $1 billion project. Transit, including transit in that corridor, is probably anywhere between $2 to $8 billion. It's a big problem. It's not something we can solve unless we start devoting time and attention to it right now. It's my hope that when I come back to the next 6-year plan, I can talk, too, like the other people here, can talk about projects in my part of the county that are included in the plan and encourage you to fund those. It's very critical to my district, to economic development, to everything we do in my part of the county, to our way of life, that we begin to fund improvements in the Mount Vernon part of Fairfax County so we can enjoy the same quality of life that everybody else in Northern Virginia does. Thank you for your time tonight.